Oh, there you go.
Hey, yo. Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir, what's going on? Welcome everybody. Welcome back to episode 4 of In the Coop, along with my road dog right here, man.
Hey, man.
Episode 4 episodes deep. Let
4
them know we here.
episodes in, baby. 4 episodes in. You heard?
But yeah, I'm alongside my guy Christian Meadows, and we got some great news at first. Guess how many subscribers we got so far, Christian?
What we looking at?
We just reached over 80 subs. We are now at 84 subs. Like I said last episode, guys, we are on our way to 100 subscribers. You know, we definitely appreciate all the love and support, especially through the first 3 episodes. I know we been hitting y'all back to back with them, but we appreciate y'all, sticking with us and, making this worthwhile. But of course, like Christian always said, make sure you like and subscribe and give episodes 1 through 3 a rewatch. Me and Christian, we always open the feedback of things we could do better, or some things that y'all want to see. But you can also put the feedback in the comments or hit us up on any social medias that's also linked to our bio on YouTube. And also some great news, Christian. We hit over 5,000 views on TikTok and over 400 likes. So that's also another kind reminder to,
Hey, man.
Hey, I know, man. TikTok be booming. Everybody be on TikTok these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, just make sure you give our TikTok a follow, In the Coop podcast. Definitely check that out. And just lastly, just be sure to submit your questions, your topics, comments to our social media or right here in the live chat, and we'll get right to it. But any other opening statement you want to say, Christian? We doing good, dog. You looking good. Got the hat tilted back going on.
Hey, man, you already know what it is. You see the hat like this, man?
We finna talk some business.
We're gonna talk some business, and also
talk some real.
It's some good stuff going on, man. So hey, man, like you said, man, we appreciate you. Continue to rock with us, man. We're gonna continue bringing it, and gonna be fine.
Well, even though we got all the laughs and the smiles out, let's get to the down part. Florida State loses to Southern Methodist University 42-16. Florida State now goes to 1-4 on the season. What the initial thoughts, man? What's your initial thoughts? I know you've seen the game. I don't know if you've seen it live, but of course you've seen the replay. Let's get some initial thoughts, man. What's yours?
Bro, we look terrible.
Somebody got to say it.
We look terrible. It was some bright spots from the game you could take, but overall, we look terrible. Like it wasn't Florida State football.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't. Playing like a NAI school out of North Dakota. Like, sorry, SMU, man. I'm gonna put some respect on y'all.
No, for real, my dad had to educate me because he said SMU used to be a powerhouse. They still. I guess they still got it, but he said they used to be a powerhouse back in the day. But
oh, word.
Yeah, but initial reaction, this is not what I expected to happen, especially coming off a win and having that great energy in the fourth quarter, both sides leaving off on a great note. It just wasn't what I expected. And then that tells me, like I told you, this week was going to tell me a lot about this team.
Yeah.
So just the way they, we can go over the keys to victory from last game, but we didn't do any of it
at all.
So, I don't know what else to say, but the initial reaction is, I'm always going to say this because it was ingrained to me when I got to Florida State.
Yeah.
We're Florida State. Nobody should be able to compare. We shouldn't be losing to no team named Southern Methodist. We shouldn't be losing to no teams that has Tech in their name. like we shouldn't be. Like you gotta understand, man. It's deeper than Norvell. It's deeper than DJU. Like when you come to Florida State, man, you got to know what you playing for. You playing for them boys that was back in the 80s, 90s terrorizing. You playing for the foundation that Bowden left. Like
man.
they don't realize this is deeper than this is deeper than NIL.
Yeah.
This is deeper than any of that. So I mean, that's my initial thoughts. I don't want to, ramble on too much, but let's get into the first thing is let's get into the offense and defensive performances. We also gonna have the numbers at the bottom, but I mean, Christian, you can start off on the offense.
Hey, I love that with you. I'm gonna start with overall collectively.
Yeah.
We didn't get the run game going. Now, granted, I will say this. I don't know who got into the offense coordinator's ear. But that RPO game, you got
It
something
was
with that.
looking good the first quarter.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got something with that. And
Yeah.
like I go to DJ, like he had his best worst game. Like this like it's like this is first
He
time.
had his best worst game.
You feel me? Like bro, like he passes over. This is the first time all season he passed over 200 yards passed. 2 touchdowns. But you also threw 3 picks.
Good. Can't
You
win
feel
like
me?
that, boss. Can't win like that, boss.
You threw 3 picks and you lost one on the fumble. That's 4 turnovers. Like I talked one of the keys of victory, third down conversion. Like they were 41% last game. Coop on looking at the numbers here, they were 3 for 12.
Good gracious,
It's
man.
33%, bro. 3 to 12 to SMU, 8 to 15 on third down. Like, bro, like, look, turnovers, 3. You had 3 turnovers. Like, that's not winning football.
It's not.
Go down there and you pee right down your leg. Like, bro, it was, you couldn't get anything going because you're playing from behind again. So now you got to put the ball in there. That's where those mistakes come from. And
I ain't gonna lie, this is probably the first time I've seen where we had more passing yards than rushing yards.
yeah.
I mean, what can you say about that? What is that? That's just more of a different type of play calling. I mean, giving
absolutely.
DJ looking more comfortable a little bit in the beginning, I guess.
Because, like I said, that's really like the first time we really seen that RPO game get off, especially like that. I ain't really been seeing it, but man, getting that pass game, yeah, man, shit.
But yeah, I mean, if I had to say anything about this offense, run game let me down tremendously. I mean, this goes back to the point when everybody says it come down to the coaching. Everybody thought when Coach Atkins came back, it was going to be a difference. It comes down to what them players, what's their mindset. That's just what it comes down to. You put your hand in that dirt. What is your mind going through? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about making sure my running back take this 10 yards, possibly a touchdown? Like, what are you possibly thinking about? Are you thinking about murdering them? Like what is your mindset? So, I mean, that's just what it is. But I mean, LT looking at they gave him the ball 15 times, got 67 yards. That's not bad. I mean, it ain't bad.
It ain't bad, but I want to say this, and then I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah.
Man, you keys to victory. I told you, man, you got to run the ball, man. Put like this: if we don't have over 100 yards rushing, it's going to be hard for it to stay in the game.
Yeah. And then the last thing I'll say about this offense before we go to the defense, I keep saying I want to see Malik Benson show up, man. But Ja'Kai Douglas, man, he's steady leading the receivers and receiving every game almost. Him and Tron. I want Benson to show. I know he's good, man. I know he's good. He keeps showing flashes, man. But once we get one of them consistent games from him,
oh yeah, absolutely.
But we got some news about that later on down the road. But let's talk about Florida State defense. We also got the numbers scrolling through the bottom, but oh my goodness. Southern Methodist put up 42 points against us. I told y'all before the game even started, you got to worry about that quarterback, you got to worry about that running back, and that tight end. So now that I say that, let's talk about the Florida State defense. We allowed 23 first downs, as you can see.
What?
23 first downs. Let's talk about one of the keys to victory was getting off the field, stopping the drive. 23 first downs. Last game, before we even talked about Florida State playing SMU, SMU had over 100 yards passing and over 100 yards rushing against TCU. Well, guess what? Florida State came to their house and they threw for over 200 and ran for 200.
They ran for 200 too?
Yes, look at
that's
254 passing yards, 226 rushing yards, with a total of 480 yards. We have allowed. And that goes back to what I said. We could not get off the field consistently. We were 8 for 15.
8 for 15 on third down? Yep.
Yeah, so compared to us going 3 for 15, they went 8.
Come on.
And this is what I mean when I say a team thinks they're more physical, more tougher than you. Let's look at this. SMU is known as an air raid or multiple offense. They kind of, especially this year, but they passed the ball 23 times this game, ran the ball 47. They don't respect you. They don't respect you. They said, man, we don't even need to pass that much.
But you want to know what's crazy? Bro, the running back from SMU, number 1, he had a smile on his face the whole game.
I'm gonna get to that. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
Let's talk about the next one. We gave up a flea flicker, guys. We're in 2024. We fell for a flea flicker. I wonder why they did it. Because our safeties are our leading tacklers on defense, so they're craving for that run. Well, guess what? Our safeties were playing, and our safety was where the middle linebacker is pre-snap.
That's correct.
Receiver knew he was open by the time he got 5 yards. He already knew he was open. So let's talk about that. And I only noted that because I said one of the keys to victory was staying disciplined and being smart. So they did that in the first quarter. I knew it was going to be a long game. And we could not stop their main players. As you can see at the bottom, their quarterback threw for 354 yards and had 3 touchdowns on the air. That's not to mention, that's a career day for him. That's the best stats he had in his whole college career so far.
That's crazy.
And he ran the ball for 12 yards. Let's add that. I mean, we limit him running the ball, but hey, running back, 17 carries, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. The second string, three rushes. No, I'm tripping. He had 3 catches for 50 yards on top of his 130-yard run performance. And then the third guy I said we had to stop. We didn't. He had 3 catches, 30 yards, 2 touchdowns. We couldn't stop their main players.
That's crazy.
SMU has success running and passing the ball. But I'm going to save that for later. But it was too many creases and holes for the running back. And that's all. And that's on the front 7. As I was looking at I was watching it live. I replayed it twice. Every time they ran the ball, almost every time, the running back could sit here and choose which hole he wanted to go through.
He had options.
And continue to run it. Like it seemed like the run was just consistently working. I don't blame him for running the ball 47 times. And then my next note, this goes back to you said. Number 1 was having fun.
He was having fun.
Bro, the running back was joking. If that's not disrespectful to you as a defensive player, that the running back is smiling and having fun, he should be like, he shouldn't be laughing. One thing, ain't no running back should be laughing.
He was laughing and smiling the whole game, like he was showing off the new grill, Coop. Like he had a new grill.
Man, we couldn't stop him. But let me tell you one thing: we couldn't stop him. But did you look at that 4th and 3 at the end of the game? when they ran that, I think it was like almost reverse. They had him tackling in the backfield, but he broke him and still got the first down.
Yep.
Even though we're getting blew out, where's the effort, man? We would have got killed if we put on some film like that with Norvell as our coach. So I know they showed that play in meetings. They had to. Because there's no way we can blowed out away and still showing half effort. And don't let me find out that wasn't even the starters. And those are people who don't even get to play for real. Those are the times where you're supposed to go crazy, go all out.
Got to.
But and this is my last thing on it. This is to keep it simple. And this is for the FSU defense. When you know your offense is subpar or needs a little help, need a little push, you have to be dominant. There's no other option, especially if you want to be a good team. There's no other option. If your offense is subpar, you have no choice but to be dominant. And if you're not dominant, then this is the kind of stuff that's gonna happen. And then at the end of the day, that's either you're gonna have to push the offense to pick it up, or you're gonna have to consistently keep having their back. So make a decision what you want to do. But
no, hey man, see, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
yeah.
Last year, I won't say this year like coaching, but last year coaching, like put it like this. When we were struggling on offense, defense had our back.
Always.
But that comes a point in time where defense may be struggling. Where you at, offense?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. I can't get too mad at the defense.
Let's run our own flea flicker. Let's let's do something. But you got to have pride. You got to have pride with putting 6 points on the board every drive.
Yeah. That's why I say you can't really get too mad at the defense because at the end of the day, I mean, hey, offense got to pick you up at some point. I mean, you can't be the superhero the whole game.
Yeah, it's back and forth. At the same time, hey, defense, how about get off the field on third down?
Literally.
3rd and 12, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 6. Like, come on, bro.
I'm tired of looking at these stats because it's starting to make me mad. Let's go to the first question, Christian. We got what's the mindset? Oh, snap, I'm tripping. What's the mindset going forward with the team? What's the message? What's the message, man?
How important? How important is to you? How important is this to you? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you're putting out piss poor effort. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Hey, no, that's real.
You're putting out bad effort, right? Like it. How bad do you want it? You know what's crazy? The schedule ain't looking up to it, but you still have a chance to at least like make a bowl game. I ain't gonna lie. The next 3 games are tough. You got Clemson, you got Duke, you got Miami. Clemson is 3-1. Duke is 5-0. Miami is 5-0. It don't get better from here. So, like, bro, how bad do you want this? How bad do you like? You put it like this, bro. You remember our first year when we was at state, bro, and bro, we had like one of the worst years Florida State could have.
Yes.
This might top that.
I ain't gonna lie. We was gonna get to that because
that.
I was gonna ask you that, but yeah, we're gonna get into that. But the mindset with this team going forward is how do you want to be remembered? That's what I want to say because obviously you're not going to change the public's opinion anymore. I mean, we're at a point in the season where the fans' opinion, everybody's opinion, they basically saying, yeah, we were right, so their minds are made up. The only thing you can control is how are you going to be remembered? Are you going to be the team that laid down after 1-4 start? Now we ended up going 1-11. Now everybody losing effort, and probably everybody gonna get fired. Or you can literally do what you said, play your heart out. You know, go out there full effort. I mean, play how you supposed to play. Literally, how do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be remembered? If you want to give up on this season, be prepared for what's gonna happen. Because you ain't gonna be in Florida State. I promise you ain't.
You
Because first of all,
you can't show your face.
not even allowed it. Exactly. First of all, not even the fans going to get on you. Coach Norvell going to kick you out because if anybody over there ain't quitting, it's Norvell. He ain't quitting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the message. I'm pretty sure he's telling the same thing. How do you want to be remembered? Because if you want to be remembered as just average and the worst team that ever played at Florida State, go ahead and keep playing how you playing.
Man.
But if you want to be remembered as the team who started off slow and then they got back right, this is a good team, you can do it. But other than that, let's go ahead and answer a question from shout out to Chop Shop Reactions. We're going to answer this question real quick before we head to the next one. Is Norvell in danger of losing the locker room? I ain't gonna lie. To me, he was in danger as soon as he went in the transfer portal and got DJ. He probably lost the locker room, and that, I'm not even being funny, but that's probably when everybody probably thought Brock was going to lead the way, especially after Tate announced he left, and then Brock already played in the ACC championship. Everybody thought, hey, we going Brock, we going. Because I ain't gonna lie, when we got DJ, it shook me up. But the only reason I say he's in danger of losing the locker room because who is the guy that's setting the standard that Norvell is trying to set? We already know the standard Norvell's trying to set. There's already enough viral videos. We already know Norvell's message and how he coaches. But the thing is, what players are trend like bringing that to the play, like bringing that to the rest of the team? What players doing that? Who do you see out there that's being vocal, grabbing dudes by the face mask? Who do you see? You went mute, Christian, but who do you see? Let's go ahead and go to the next question or Christian get his stuff ready. No, I still can't hear you, Christian. But I'm gonna let you know when I hear you. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Shout out to Chase. Chase said, "How do you?" Oh, Chase, my man. I hear you now, Christian. You can go ahead and keep talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. We good. Never mind. You just went on mute again. You probably touching a button or something. But shout out Chase, man. What's going on? But Chase said, "How do you guys feel about Brock starting against Clemson?" No, I don't hear you. But I mean, this is what everybody's been begging for. This is what everybody been wanting. So I mean, I feel good either way. Just because I'm not the quarterback really, it doesn't matter. It depends on how everybody else is playing. I mean, at the end of the day, how's the D-line mindset? How's the offensive line's mindset? How's the receiver's mindset? I don't hear you, Christian. I'm sorry, dog.
What about
I hear you.
Hear me now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
But yeah, that's really how I feel. I mean, Brock, he's not a bad quarterback, like I said. So, I mean, it's just up to the mindset of everybody, guys. This is a team game. Luckily, this ain't boxing or golfing where it's just one person. But what you think, Christian?
Well, we finally get to see what the offense looks like without DJ at the helm. Because he got the hand injury, so he's going to be out for I think 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I saw. So I guess we can kind of see where we're at with Brock. He's the next man up. He's the next man up.
Right.
So however we feel about it, it doesn't matter. Can you go out there and perform at a higher level? Like I said, this man had his best worst game. That the consistency is off. Can Brock bring some consistency? He don't have to be Superman, but make the plays when they're there. But I mean, me personally, like I said, man, you get to see what we've been clamoring for. Well, I ain't gonna say what we've been clamoring for, but what some people been clamoring for since Boston College, and that's Brock Lesnar at the helm. So He won an ACC championship for you. He ain't have to do much.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, he don't have them same pieces around. So, I mean, we gonna see.
Yeah.
Gonna see.
That's true.
Can he protect Duke?
That's true. Can he?
Can
we
he?
gonna find out.
We gonna find out. We gonna find
But
out.
also, we have another shout out. Shout out to Emma Nelson, man. That's a very special friend of mine. I hope she's doing well. But she asked, "What made you decide that you want to play football?" Actually, I didn't like football at first. I mean, I grew up in a football family, and I got into the sport around when I was 4 years old, and it just became like a little hobby to me at that early age, of course. But I think when it came up to 5th grade, my dad told me, just sit out for a year, because it got to a point where it looked like I was being forced to play. So my dad sat me out. He said, "Hey, if you really want to play ball, let me know. But if not, we done." So I'm sitting through that whole year. Football season go by. I'm like, man, this don't feel right. Life don't feel right, man. So my dad ended up telling my dad, hey, I want to take the football route. This is the route I want to go. So he by this time it was like, I want to say like little tournaments going on, and my dad threw me in like a little tournament in rec league. We just turned it off. I mean, really just turned up. And then ever since then, we went into 6th grade, and then everything just skyrocketed from there. But that's really what made me decide. It just didn't feel right. And once I got on the field and got around the guys and started learning those lessons those lessons that football teaches you, you just learn to love it, and you just learn to want to grow at it every day. So then you want to wake up every day like, dang, how can I get better? Like Christian could probably say, he probably woke up at one point, dang, how can I get better at a kick step? Or it's just something you just want to get better at. So let's get back to this. But thank you, Em, for the question. We're gonna get back to this one for you right here, Christian. Matter of fact, we just got news that DJU is Brock has no choice. He's thrown in that fire now. But
yeah,
I was telling Christian, if DJ didn't have that, if DJ didn't have no fire under him for this week playing against his old team, we'll never get any fire out of him. So what you think? Any sign of life in the team? What you think?
Me personally, I think so. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You said it earlier. Well, you said it earlier after they asked the question about is he losing the locker room?
Yeah.
He probably, like I said, he lost as soon as we brought Buddy in. Some guys probably wanted Brock to take that position because of what he did last year and because of the fight that he showed in the ACC championship and against Georgia. Even though that wasn't a great turnout, but nevertheless. But is there any hope? And me personally, if he didn't get hurt, this was going to be the year, not the year, but the game.
Yeah.
Hey,
exactly.
Hey, can I get a 300+ performance against your old squad that didn't believe in you? Can you face your old team and put up the best game of your career? That was going to be the question floating around this game for me.
Yeah.
If he didn't deliver, if he didn't deliver, throw him to the back of the bench and he's done. Put it like already killed your draft stock if you thought about going to the NFL. I'm just going to keep it a buck.
I didn't want to say it, but
man, somebody got to see it. Somebody got to call a spade, Coop. You got to call a spade.
Yeah, that's why we in the coop, man. Somebody got to do
it. You shooting your own career in the foot. Now, we're not saying that it can't be resurrected, but that's right.
Yeah, you put some bandages on it.
You can put some bandages on it, but put it like this: if you want to be first three round draft pick, you can kiss that goodbye. You might well don't even tell your folks. Don't even get dressed ready for the draft ceremony. just tell them to turn the TV on. Like it's getting that bad. Like
Yeah.
But that's why I hate he got hurt, because I
Yeah.
wanted to see what he was going to do this week.
Yeah.
But I mean, put it like this. This is the thing too. He's hurt. I think he'll be out for 2 weeks. If Brock Glenn just so happened to take the top off in these 2 weeks, you cannot go back to DJ.
Ever.
You cannot go back to him.
You might as well throw him back in the portal where you found him.
Man, hey, it's probably late for him to red shirt again. Hey, you can't go back to him. You can't go back to. You got to ride a hot hand. And if Brock Glenn go 2-0, then dang it, you got to stay with Brock Glenn. Sorry, DJ, it is what it is. We all about winning.
Facts. But before we go to this next topic, any sign of life in this team from my point? I think there is. I think there is some sign of life. Like you said, let's see how they play under a new quarterback. You know, like everybody knows. Any people who probably never played football knows. Quarterback does have some juice for the team. So we're gonna see what type of juice Brock is providing for him. So, I mean, I can answer that question more seriously next week after this next game. But to me, I think there is. I mean, we're going to see how they play under Brock. Because if they don't play good under Brock, I could care less for other quarterback want to get in there and shoot.
You could put Fitz at quarterback.
Nah, it don't matter. I'm about to say, if DJ, you can't do it, if Brock can't do it, hey. But I mean, there's some sign of life in this team. They showed a little bit of it. They keep showing little sparks of it, but it ain't too consistent. But let me tell you something that is starting to get consistent that people are starting to notice. DBs.
Oh my God.
Is DBs a point of emphasis in the portal this season, this offseason? We know, first of all, shout out to Coach Pat Surtain. We know he's a great DB coach. You know, his son is the highest paid defensive back in the NFL.
Exactly.
So obviously he knows what he's talking about. So we know he's a great DB coach, but overall, SMU's performance exposed us. And the main thing I want to talk about is, did you see us the DBs need to put it like this. DBs need to get off blocks. DBs need a tackle. Physical. Don't just run up to them, grab them, let them get 3 more yards, and then throw them out of bounds like you muscle man. Don't ever don't do that. The man literally got 3 yards after contact on you. So don't be big man now. But we need to tackle better. We need to execute your assignment at a high level. All these passes I kept seeing getting complete. It's too many open guys out there. It's too many open guys. But I know Coach Surtain is a great DB coach. I mean, I know he's a great recruiter. So, I mean, it just, like I said it before, it comes down to the player's mindset. Are they listening and applying? Are these the right guys? Or does Surtain just need to start bringing his people in there? I mean, hey, what you think, Christian, about this?
Man, bro, put it like this. DB's been an emphasis for a long time at Florida State. Now, we had some great ones.
Yeah, I'm about to say we always had 1 or 2, but
we already had 1 or 2.
We got one.
Bernardo, man, like, you know,
Zon.
Yeah.
J-Dub. Even J-Dub went through the ringer and ended up becoming one of our best corners. But AZ starting. I mean, I don't want to speak him, but I mean, he got no time to live up to the expectations, but he is starting off a little bit slow and
I don't see that swaggy guy in the DB.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like Zunt brought some swag to the game.
Yeah,
Mardo brought some swag to the game.
Dude didn't even talk to you, like, but you know what type of talk you on.
You feel me? Like, so me personally, yes, because bro, it's 3rd and 12. I want to be like some of the other teams. It's 3rd and 12. We finna send an all-out blitz. Everybody on the back end is manned up. It don't matter where you throw the ball to, it's gonna get strapped. It straps.
Exactly. That's what we used to do too.
That's what I'm saying. Like we ain't there no more. Cause we got to sit back and zone coverage. Let the offense find the soft spot and destroy. Like you said, you can't tackle after the catch. Like. That should be a big emphasis for 5 periods to be working on tackling.
Watching us tackle is probably one of the most cringiest things about watching the Florida State game right now.
You know what watching us tackle remind me of? You play college football, right?
Yeah.
Bro, every DB on college football. Oh my god!
When the game first came out, that's how we were tackling. Like everybody just breaking off. Like they made college football video game look real. Cause we missing tackle, we ball hit us in the head and the chest and fly up.
Like, you feel me, bro?
Like a 5'9" DB getting a pick six. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about?
Come on, man.
But anyway, hats off to SMU. That was great performance. 42 points, over almost 500 total yards.
Bro, have we had a game where we haven't given up over 300 yards of offense?
I'm embarrassed to answer that question, so let's pass to the next topic. Our next topic. Now, this is kind of intriguing. It's all over Twitter. Do you agree with the fans saying that this is worse than the Tigers' performances? They said that we were more entertaining, those 2018 and 19. With me, I
got that swag.
Hey, come on, man. We used to come out swag surfing.
Hey, you gonna lie. Sometimes I ain't like
and
that
get
swag.
blowed out. Man, we went out to play Clemson, man. We could have sworn we was gonna go whoop them. We had the whole stands convinced we was gonna go whoop Clemson. Man, they let everybody get a touchdown against us, man.
Bro,
the tackle had a rush
score. Oh my god, bro.
Bro, I had a concussion that game. I remember I left the game with that concussion. It was like 20-0.
That's the thing. We was in the game. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm over here crying laughing.
I remember when Zont blocked the field goal.
Yes. Like it's 0-0.
And then I had got the concussion, man. I'm in there taking tests. Game over with. I come out. Wait, man. Did we win? What was the score? It was like 72. I was like, oh goodness gracious. But yeah, I was too concussed to remember that, but that was definitely. But I don't know, man. We'll have to answer that question probably later on down the season. But so far, I don't think we wasn't. This isn't worse than that.
No, we were.
This isn't worse than that.
Put it like this: to start a season, yes. Even with Tag, we started the season with 2-3, 3-3, like 1-4.
We had Sanford and we had easy teams though. They didn't play no. Be fair, they haven't played. Well, you can say Georgia Tech was by far the easiest team we played, and Memphis. You think our Tiger teams would have beat that?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It would have been, yeah. Nah, wait a minute. We
had B. Burns, Christmas.
Like we had some dudes now.
Yeah, we was pretty stacked. We was
like,
pretty stacked.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like, I'm not gonna say like the whole Norvell tenure, but to start a season, it ain't looking good, man.
Yeah, it is. I do agree that we were more entertaining because they used to love watching us, even though they used to love watching.
There hit the walls. You got Burns doing the Spider-Man, like, bro, like you had some guys that brought entertainment to the game.
Man, we brought the hood to Florida State.
Man,
bro, we brought plies to the spring game.
Man, bro.
Well, we had everybody on donks and goals, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. But anyways, we'll get to more of that towards the end of the season. But as of right now, I kind of don't agree, but Christian kind of agrees. But let's go to the
To
next.
start the season,
I'm saying that Norvell is the wrong person to fire. Everybody talking about firing Norvell, all that. This, you need to look at the people who's under Norvell. It's time for some coaching changes this offseason.
yeah.
I don't know if it's firing, moving, changing titles, but like I said earlier, everybody knows how Coach Norvell coaches. Everybody knows what he expects out of his players. It's what the assistant coaches are they relaying that message in the meeting? Are they holding them to their standard? Because Norvell is not with us 24/7, as you know. The head coach is not always with you.
Yeah.
Is your position coach? Is your assistant coach? Are those people laying down that same message that Norvell is saying? Because that's what I realized what was key when we turned it around.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got Norvell is saying what he wants this whole thing to be. But what's your assistant coaches doing? Is your assistant coaches following that? Or I mean, I'm not saying they're not, but that's also a question to think about.
Yeah.
And it's not everybody should know by now how Norvell is, and it works. We done seen that it works. When people buy in and the players buy in, we know 13-0. That's what that gets you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a wheel loose somewhere on this bus, man. It's wheel loose somewhere, and somebody you gotta fix it real soon. But I do not think it's Norvell. Norvell, he been set the standard, and I don't know if it. I mean, they're gonna have to show some clips from 2021 and 2022 to remind them like what you're in. Like, remember they used to do that to us when we got to Florida State?
Mm-hmm.
Show us all them old school tapes from the 80s and 90s. Man, do that to them. Man, show them that tape. Show them what Florida State about. Show them the same tape they showed us when you had them slaving through the mat drills in the 80s and 90s. Couldn't even get no water.
Man.
Guys out there like Anquan Bolden going stupid.
For real.
Like that stuff like that made me think of, like, we look at Adrian Peterson, we look at all these great players. Imagine if we had their workout tapes, their practice tapes. That would be some disgusting stuff, man. But what you think, Christian? You agree with me, or you think Norvell is the man to fire? What you think?
I don't think Norvell is the man to fire yet.
Oh Lord.
Not yet.
The only way you can fire Norvell is if what you said, if Brock does good and then he brings back and starts DJ. That's the only way.
Now put it like this. I'll say this. Do I think he should be fired for this season? No, I'm not there. Every coach is going to have a bad season.
Yeah.
But how do you respond? See, even we had that bad season with Tag. Yeah. But how did he respond? He went through some coaching changes. He brought in a new OC, brought in a new DC.
Yeah,
let's see what we're doing now. But now it's still the same thing. No, it ain't even the coach's fault. I was about the head coach, about the leadership.
Yeah.
Now you got to get him out the door. Now, Norvell I ain't gonna say him personally, but the team that laid the bed for Norvell. It's like, hey man, okay, we get all the good that you did, but you did have a bad season. Now, can you turn it around, or is the culture of Norvell has finally ran its course at State? Like I said, I don't want to say that yet because I know, we know Norvell, like we know the type of coach he is and what he demands. But you do got to. I feel like you got to make some coaching change. I'm with you. But I'm just saying, if the same things occurred next season, now we got to start talking. So I don't think Norvell's on the hot seat yet. Like I said, make some changes and see how the team responds, see what you can do in recruiting, all the other good stuff. But that's my take.
I got you. Well, let's wrap up our little thing. I don't know, we spoke about it earlier, but got a little injury update. Offensive lineman Leonard, I forgot his first. Richie Leonard. Richie Leonard. He's out for the season. He was a transfer from UF, and DJ might have a long-term hand injury. I mean, it is now confirmed that he has broke his hand and he's going to be out for about 3-4 weeks. So, I mean, like I told Christian, these injuries really don't matter. I mean, it does. I hope they, heal up and, get ready to get back out there. But at the end of the day, somebody got to step up. And we've been saying that all season.
All season.
If sometimes it takes an injury for somebody to step up. I mean, when you see that person go down, it's going to have to force it out you. So, hopefully this, I heard that Bryson Estes and there was somebody else as co-guards taking up his spot. But I mean, I've been with Bryson. I mean, Bryson a little bit too, but big, strong guy, and I know he can hold it down pretty well. But like that goes back to what I said. How can this offense work with Brock under center for the first time to come out the game?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just have to let the mic charge a little bit, man.
I got you. And then we're gonna talk about. I mean, those are the injuries for right now. But Norvell's press conference, he told them that depth chart don't matter. He doesn't care, and it doesn't surprise me because he used to say that to us. A depth chart really doesn't matter. It just when you get out there. See, he didn't finish it. The depth chart don't matter because once you get out there, you are the best player. You are the best player. There's no such thing as Norvell's right. A depth chart don't matter because once you get out there, you better be playing like the first string, or you even shouldn't be out there. The depth chart is showing you who is capable of playing like a first string player out here. Because if they're not on this depth chart, then that tells you that they're not good enough.
Yeah,
they're not playing. No. So yeah, depth chart don't matter. So I don't know why it set everybody off. Maybe he just didn't word it right, but that's what he meant. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
As long as you out there, you're the first string. But I mean, what you got to say about that? He don't care about the depth chart.
I love that philosophy because it don't matter. If you're the next man up, you're the best. You're the best. You're first string.
Yeah.
You out there with first string. You're first string now.
You're out there for a reason.
Exactly. So when you get out there, it shouldn't be no reason why we should miss a beat. You could be a walk-on, 5th-year senior. It doesn't matter. You can have 4 kids and work 2 part-time jobs.
That's what Odell used to love, man. When the offensive lineman can be like, dang, coach, they third string just as good as they first.
Exactly.
You know how bad that is? You know how many problems that sound when your third string is doing as much havoc as your first string?
Come on, bro.
Come on. Even Christian, as offensive linemen. When them defensive linemen rotating and they all the same way.
Exactly.
No drop off. Oh yeah. It's a long game.
Out there. It doesn't matter who's out there. You're going to bro.
It doesn't matter. As long as you out there doing what you're supposed to be doing, what you coached to do, you'll be just fine. That's why I tell everybody, don't panic, don't do nothing. Just when it's your time, do what you was coached to do.
That's it.
But anything else you want to say about this? I mean, it wasn't too much on the press conference. I mean, other than the injuries and I mean, they just got to. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just we all know everybody sees what's going on. It's just it's up to the people who's asking them questions to be more direct. Get the answers out of them. But hey, that's why you come in the Coop so you can get somewhat of the real answer they're trying to say. But we're gonna get the Q&A. We're gonna get some shout outs and like I said, Christian probably Christian gonna do it too, but there's some questions that you can submit to us through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and first one we got is from Dom Oates, Coach Oates, locker room leadership. In a situation like this, how did you all make the leadership stay strong? You you gotta have somebody vocal. You, and and it's hard to explain this because Christian can say the same. Your team is made in winter conditioning, summer camp, all that. Like that's who you establish who your leaders are. So how we made the leadership stay strong is when we was going through time, we started thinking about them times we were out there about to die running. Coach said, you better not put your hands on your hips. You better not put your hands on your knees. You better not bend over.
Nothing.
On your teammate. You better not do nothing.
Stand there.
Thinking about all the times where we all had to do team punishments. We thinking about all the people who had to say bad stuff about us. Like you thought about all of that. And then you got your vocal leader who's reminding you of the standard. That's why I said even though I wasn't always the vocal one, you gotta have a vocal one. You gotta have a vocal one. You gotta have somebody who's also leading by example. And if you got a vocal guy who's also leading by example, shoot, that's a 2-for-1 deal.
That's a low word, yeah. Exactly.
But like I don't know. Chris can say the same thing, but as long as you got somebody who's vocal and steady, reminding the team what we're here for, what's the message and tone that we set in winter conditioning, summer and spring. Let's get back to that. Let's not get caught up in all this madness. Let's go back to remember what we promised each other when it was just us in that stadium.
Man.
And fans were in there. What was we telling each other? What did we look at in the eyes and tell each other?
Man. Come on now.
But I mean you kind of say the same thing, Christian.
Yeah, you can't have leadership without no leaders.
That's true.
You can't have leadership without no leaders.
Can't do
Norvell could be the best leader you can be. But like you said earlier, if you don't have anybody pushing that envelope, pushing the message to you, then like,
it ain't no.
It ain't no good.
That's why people want to fire Norvell. Because when you ain't got people who's relaying your message, it looks like you're doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when we're looking at it, we look like, dang, Coach Norvell ain't doing nothing. No, it's them. They not doing nothing.
You got to push the envelope, and I'm pretty sure the coaches are pushing the envelope. But who are the guys that are leading the charge and helping push that envelope from the coaches? Who is that guy? Who is that leader? Like you said, man, you don't see usually you can see a leader of a team just from the TV screen.
Yeah.
Like when that camera hit the sideline, you can tell who's the leader.
Yeah.
When it hit our sideline, you don't see nothing.
Yeah.
You don't see nothing. Everybody
is just chilling.
Norvell got his arms crossed. Like the guys over there on the bench with a water bottle and the hand hanging down. Like bro, you don't see that. You don't see nobody walking up and down the sideline saying, "Hey, come on, man." Hey,
we even had J-Trav. J-Trav 5'9", 5'10", $150, but he can get the command of everybody on the team.
Come on, man.
I know somebody can do that. But we got another one. We shout out to the Noel, man. He gave us a question last episode. Noel fan 0721. I hear a lot about players not being coached up. How much different was the coaching when y'all was 3-6, 5-7, and then 10-3? What was the coaching consistent? 3-6. Was that Taggart?
It had to be.
Yeah, I was saying I don't think we went 3-6 with Norvell. But the 3-6,
I think it was that second year when Odell after Tag got fired, Odell took over. I think that season because we ended up going to the Tony the Tiger Bowl.
Okay. But I mean,
I think
about players not being coached up, the coaching is never different. You know, especially if you got the same. I mean, we're talking about the Norvell's years. I told y'all even before in this episode, Coach Norvell never changes the way he coaches. He never did. no matter when he came in and 90% of the team hated him, when he came in and nobody agreed with it, he could have easily sat there and changed it up, switched it up. But he ain't changed nothing. He either said, you get with it or leave. And he said that. You know, Christian, he said that plenty times.
Mm-hmm.
You either get with this program or you leave.
Get on.
So the coaching is, I mean, maybe, like I said, from the top, the coaching is not changed. But this goes back to what I said with the assistant coaches. Yeah, maybe the assistant coaches and how they're relaying the message is not consistent enough. You can't have Norvell saying one thing to the team, but when you go in a position meeting, you letting it slide or you not speaking on it. Like, say something small is, I'm not saying this is a thing, but one of Coach Norvell rules is no earrings. So you can walk past Norvell, he'll cut you off for having earrings. But then you go in a position room, coach ain't gonna say no, you chilling. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have your coaches and your head coach gotta be on the same page, or you're gonna look discombobulated. But to answer your question, I don't think from the head man, from the top, the coaching has not changed. The coach has been consistent. But under the head coach, I don't know. That's it's a huge difference because, like I said before, you got some coaches who agrees with the head man, some people who don't agree with them, but they under the table, they playing the game, but they don't agree with it, man.
Yeah.
But what you got to say, Christian? Just
I'm gonna be honest. Every coach, and I'm not like, and this at all levels. Put like this: only so much falls on the coach. Like at the end of the day, the guys got to go out there and they got to perform.
Yeah.
But it's still about pushing that envelope.
Yeah.
And pushing the standard of what's expected. Like, well, to answer our question, was our coaching consistent? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Coach Fry, he stayed on our tail after every week, after every day, after every practice.
Literally.
Odell.
That's what I'm saying.
Our previous coaches, Clem, man, like at the end of the day, they pushed the same envelope that the head man was preaching. But at the same time, like that goes back to the leadership. Can you have those guys that's not in that put out this? Even the coaches are in the locker room. Can you have somebody in that locker room that's pushing the envelope? That the same thing that the head man is preaching, the same thing that you're preaching to your leaders of your position groups.
Yeah.
Can those guys push that envelope and get guys to galvanize and gravitate toward the standard?
That's true. Yeah. Shout out to the Note for a great question. We're gonna go on to Rich Simmons. Shout out to Rich Simmons at R.
So familiar.
4735. He asks, why is 6 playing so average? And 6 as in Daryl Jackson. And I said this on Twitter.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now, as before the season, Daryl had a lot of expectations, especially him leaving Miami and joining his high school teammate, Josh Farmer. There was a lot of expectations with him, but I told people he's not an average player, but I think he's one of those players that he has to calm down. I'm pretty sure there's so much stuff that's going through his mind, especially playing with Odell. You got to calm down and just master the simple stuff. Because he's playing too high. He's already 6'6". There's no reason for you to be standing straight up. Too high. Your first step and your hands. Simple stuff. But if you master that, he's a great player. And like I told Rich, he's not an average player. And I'll sit on that hill. He's not an average player. But it comes down to a guy's mindset. It's probably, being coach, with Odell as your coach, he's throwing so much stuff at you that you trying to, correct so much at once. But the best thing I can tell him is just to calm down, just master the simple stuff. Just master it, because that's what's going to set you apart and what's going to, give you a bump in your stats or whatever goals you want to accomplish, man. Just because, like, defensive line and offensive line isn't hard. It's more of a mindset.
It's a mindset, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
It's,
you.
it's not really hard. It's just the type of mindset you got to have. So, like, if Daryl knows, I know Daryl's a dominant guy. So I just need him to calm down. All that stuff Odell telling you, yes, keep it in mind. But at the end of the day, master the basics. Master the simple stuff. Don't be sitting there worried about all the other stuff. Worry about getting low, shocking the man, getting off, running to the ball. Simple stuff. Getting a great stance. Like, just all the little simple stuff. But he's definitely not an average player. But the reason he's playing average is because it just looks like so much is on his mind. He's just trying to do too much at once. But other than that, I'm a big fan of him and Josh, and I know that they're going to do some great things. Even though it might be slow now, but I feel like it's going to pick up. What you think, Christian? What you think of Daryl Jackson, number 6, the biggest thing on the team? I think he's the biggest on the team.
I think it's best if you just move on.
I got you, bro.
Because what I got to say.
Hey, man, keep it real, man. We in the Coop.
We in the Coop. We're gonna keep it real. Maybe
What
he's playing average because that's what he is, Coop. He's average. He's average.
I understand.
But no, like, on a serious note, like on a serious note,
yeah,
like, to be in the trenches, man, it's all about mentality.
That's why I say he's not an average player, man.
You ain't got to be the strongest. You ain't got to be the quickest. You ain't got to be the fastest. You ain't got to be the smartest. But to wire your mind every time you lie down and put your hand in the dirt, saying, "Okay, as an offensive line perspective, I'm about to take this man and I'm finna work him against his will. Wherever he want to go, that's where I'm gonna take him. Do it backwards, put him in the dirt, hey, like ham him up, like, bro, like,
It's real, man.
It is a mindset thing. You tell yourself, I'm finna work this man across from me. I don't care, senior, 5th year transfer, red shirt, it don't matter. You finna catch this work. You finna get these hands, these paws. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like he do have to slow down. Is this his first year with Odell?
Yeah, first year with Odell.
See, and
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, put it like this: you had to be in the garnet and gold jersey to understand what it's like being a first year D lineman for Odell Haggins. It doesn't matter what classification that you are.
Don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Your first year with Odell is like, put it like this. Me personally, I think he one of the most orthodox coaches as far as the D line position. You ain't gonna find nobody else like him.
You're not.
And just like Norvell, Odell commands. If you don't give what Odell is commanding, then
he's gonna get it out you the hard way. It ain't no nice way about Odell.
Exactly.
One thing about it, a lot of coaches try to calm it down when recruits and stuff come. Odell don't care about no recruit. He don't care about the families watching. He's gonna cuss you out still.
Man, all right.
It don't matter.
Come on, bro.
Well, let's get to the last question of Q&A. We got Brandon Last from Facebook. He said, and I apologize if I pronounced the last name wrong, but it's my guy Brandon, man. He asks, is the NFL scripted? I used to think that at first too, but when I got in the NFL, man, there's nothing scripted about the NFL and about the NFL. It's just about the guys who take it serious, the guys who want to win. It shows, and then I mean that's the best way to explain it. But it's definitely not scripted. Like every team that I've been on, everybody's plan is to win the Super Bowl. Like even like every team, their goal is to win the Super Bowl. And you don't blame them. That's everybody's goal. But you don't think a team is just doing this on purpose, unless it's probably the end of the season and they trying to get a draft pick or something. But other than that, no, the NFL is not scripted, man. If they knew who was going to the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't. Some of these training camps wouldn't be what they are. But the 2025 NFL Draft, who do you think will be making an immediate impact? Christian, this kind of goes into our Heisman favorites. I mean, shoot.
Me personally, I'm not gonna go into like. I'm just gonna drop some names for you. I love what Shadir is doing. Put it like this: if Shadir had a line, bro, the man is going crazy, and that's with a subpar offensive line. I like Shadir. I love Travis, even though he left. But hey, game recognized game. So I was gonna wait to drop this name, but the stuff that he's doing right now, bro. What is it, Ashton?
Running back for Boise
Genty?
State.
Bro.
Yeah. That boy's crazy.
Hey, man, you look at home, got to vote. I'll shut it down right now. Hey, he's won the Heisman. He's won the Heisman. Did you see what he did? Did you see what he did last week?
Bro, yeah. 4 touchdowns.
Bro, it was one run. He bounced off of like 4 people. He said, "Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Get out of my way." Slid and then stiffed on the DB. Like, get off me, you little boy. Little girl.
I forgot. We got some questions going. Matter of fact, I don't know. This is my brother.
Wait, got some questions in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know. This is my brother or my dad, but shout out David Cooper, man.
Hey,
he said, "Does all that money guys make them more complacent and relaxed because they getting paid?" What you think, Christian?
Does all the money guys make? Oh, absolutely. 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 Put it like this. This is the different generation.
Yeah.
Put it like this. When we was in college, when we was in high school, football was the only thing at the forefront. It's football. Now you got NIL. You got the bag dropping on you. Hey, we willing to give you $100K if you just come over here and get a haircut by us. What? Okay.
Yeah.
And once you start giving a 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old money like that,
yeah,
like
you take the hunger out the game a little bit.
Thank you.
Because like you remember the type of hunger like guys had coming into college before NIL, like bro, I remember the first this is how we made friends in college. Hey man, I'm trying to get to the NFL.
Man,
you know all this other stuff. We trying to go to the NFL.
For real, bro.
That's just what it is. But yeah, you definitely take the hunger out the game. That's Big Bro Day. Let's just do this one. Put this one over. Hey, go. I'm gonna say just for this one. This one for my brother, man. Go dog. But but no, you take the hunger out the game, man. You just because remember. I mean, David knows too. He used to come in hungry, like these classes. No, don't go to class, y'all. You do your thing. But man, we was like, man, we trying to get to the NFL, man. We trying to get paid. Now you taking that hunger out because now you done gave him.
You paying him.
You paid him now.
You paying
now
him.
He can have a bad game and go home to a couple thousand. I mean, that's just switch it out, Christian. I mean, say if Christian say you're getting paid 100,000 NIL. I mean, of course it's in little increments, but you're gonna get paid that much. Does one bad game really make you mad? When that check come in the same way,
man, Hey
That's
man,
like an NFL player. Like
but
y'all really think them NFL players care because y'all didn't give them their fantasy numbers? Man, that check, you
oh,
think they mad because y'all cuss? Hold on, first of all, y'all think Dak Prescott is mad that everybody trashing him? That check still hitting on Tuesday,
that
and it's the
check
same
still
amount.
hitting after the game. That check is still hitting after the game.
But that's what you can do with college and NIL. Like you can get into a player all you want, but
and that goes back to one of our previous questions: is NIL killing the game? Hey, it's taking the hunger out and it's making kids more complacent. I'm gonna just keep it in the
y'all need to put a limit on it or take it away. Put a limit. Exactly. I'm gonna heard somebody say do it by game.
Hey, do something, man. But you got to have a system for that.
Shout out to Chase. How does it feel to be in the NFL, man? So, what's your daily routines? I mean, when you're in the NFL, the daily routine is just really depends on. I was only for training camp, so I mean, it's kind of really similar to the season schedule. Just you got your. I mean, most teams are different, but I'll speak on the last team I was on, Miami. We were mainly in the morning, so your day will start at least 5:30, 6 a.m. and your day is over with at 2 p.m. So that's the biggest difference from college and NFL. Because in college, Christian, you'll be there all day.
Yeah.
NFL, man, the meetings is like 30 minutes, an hour, and then you on the field for like an hour, and like everything's just going by smooth. But the main thing is just my days really didn't include much of literally, and I'm not kidding to you, Chase. Watching film, body recovery, practice, meetings, food, like eating, sleep. That's about it. That's all you can do. Making sure your body's right, making sure you're on top of your plays and everything that you expected to do. Just be ready, dog. I mean, I can probably get more into it, especially when I get on the active roster sometime. But that's just what it is. But shout out to E. Mendoza. Shout out to E. Mendoza. What's going on, dog?
Mendoza. What it do? What it do, man? Oh, we got some more in the chat.
Yeah, hold on. Shout out to
shout out to Mondu.
Yeah, this moment. They're really looking forward to getting to go to a game. Once you play. Let's just put whenever I get a call, really soon, but y'all will definitely be one of the first ones to know for sure.
I know who need to give you a call.
Who? Pittsburgh?
No. And I love Pittsburgh, but I mean, I'm trying to be like real as a mud, bro.
Who?
Dallas.
Yeah, they do.
Dallas.
We got to give a shot.
They don't have a run stopper in the middle, bro.
But guess what? If they go on in the Coop, they can find me right here, dog.
Hey, come on, man.
They find me in Georgia, but we got to shout out to Terrence Conway, man. He been showing love even when we was doing test streams, even before we even had our episode. Shout out to Terrence, man. I'm glad you came to the party, man.
Hey, man. Hey, better late than never. Better late than never, Terrence. Better late than never, baby.
But we already got started on some of the NCAA news around the weekend. Let's start off with I got a little something here. Everybody's seen Alabama UGA finish. First of all, we all thought this was going to be one of the biggest blowouts, especially how it was looking. But man, UGA, boy, they came back, dog. They made it happen. But this 17-year-old man, somebody need to send him back to high school. Why are we letting youngins come out this early anyway? No, he doing moves that I've never seen before.
Did you see the
you
late?
You can't even do those moves in the NCAA video game.
Did you see the late catch where he turned around, he caught it, got both feet in, then proceeded to juke two people to go score a touchdown?
If I was a defensive coordinator, I would look at my DBs and defense as they came to the foul line and say, I understand. I'm not even mad. I understand.
Man.
But, dog, the way he was doing made it look like nobody could stop him.
Bro, I got a question for you. I got a question for you.
Said you ain't lying, Christian. I don't know what you said, but you ain't lying.
Hey, what I said, Raymond Doe, you got to remind me. I've been talking that talk all night. But hey, I got a question for you. So, who do you think is the more exciting receiver? The young kid out of Alabama or the young receiver out of Ohio State?
Hey man, I don't. Ooh.
Ooh.
No, I'm gonna go with what's been proven on tape.
Yeah,
I gotta go with Alabama receiver, dog. That is crazy. He's
man.
17, bro. The man should be in third period.
He used to be on the yellow cheese at 7:30.
That's what I'm saying. The man should be like
The bed should be made.
That's crazy. But before we, that's it. That's just one of the topics. But let's go ahead and talk about it real quick before we get into the. I was right about the Kentucky game, but man, this receiver is going off, man. I don't even have his stats in front of me, but I don't even need to see his stats for me to tell you that.
I go pull it up myself, Coop.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up.
Let's go.
While you pull it up, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, the fan, everybody who's watching, that I was right. Kentucky was hungry after they lost against UGA. Bless you. They wanted that upset so bad, but UGA didn't let them get it. So they went to Ole Miss, which everybody thought they were overrated anyway. Number 6 in the nation. They missed a game time field goal and let Kentucky win. They ain't let Kentucky win. Kentucky won, but I said it. I called it before it even happened, but I mean, it wasn't surprising to me. I'm pretty sure it wasn't surprising to you either, Christian. I mean, Kentucky almost beat UGA the week before. So.
Yeah, for real, man. And put out this. After you said it the last episode, I was like, I don't know, bro. But then I was like, well, you did hold Georgia to 13 points.
Yeah.
You did hold them to 13 points. So
let's talk about. I don't even know the kid's name. I'm calling him the kid because he's literally a kid. He's not. He can't even. Bro, he's not even 18 yet. He can't even vote.
Hey, hey, Coop. Hey, man, the kid. That's his nickname. That's what we're gonna call him, the kid.
The
kid. The kid has 16 receptions, 462 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns, and averaged 29 yards a catch.
Let me just go ahead and add him to one of my Heisman favorites. Because if he keeps this up, brother, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man.
And he's 17 years old. That's what I can't get over. He's 17 years old. Who would have ever thought a 17-year-old be making the coldest play in one of the biggest games of the year?
Man, come on,
against
bro.
one of the best defenses.
And not even just the biggest play. Like he had over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Like, kids now, bro. Shout out to the kid.
Yeah, shout out to the kid. Let's go on to the next. Colorado looking good so far. I mean, they better than last year.
Absolutely.
But what is it? Shador, 28 for 35.
It's Shador.
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 This man, bro. Sanders threw the ball 35 times, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, and Travis Hunter with 1 touchdown and 1 pick. I mean, hey,
that's
they
crazy,
carrying them, man. Colorado was literally only doing good because of them.
Come on,
I hate to say
that's it. Now, you got to see too, because last year they started off with 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, something like that. They started off fast, then they dropped 7 of the last 9. So
we'll
see how it go, man. But hey, so far
they want Deion to be our next head coach. Let's see if he can even flip Colorado.
Man,
if he can't flip Colorado around, don't even come over here to Florida State.
Don't do it.
First of all, I got to think about that, man. Deion didn't even. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna speak on that, man. Deion, he never came.
Man, we in the coop.
Man, Deion never came back, bro. I was kind of Deion probably the only person who don't come back to Florida State.
He ain't never been back. You seen a lot of people back, man. Like we seen a lot of the old heads back. Never seen.
I had to put this on us. David said, "Game on the line. Who do you throw it up to? Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams. I guess that's the kid, Ryan Williams, or Travis Hunter.
His name, from Bama. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm giving it to Travis Hunter.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Travis Hunter, he done proved to me that he can whatever ball you throw, whether if it's a duck or any kind of place, he gonna sacrifice his body and limbs to get that.
Exactly. And I'll even put these in order. I'll put it like this. I'll go Travis Hunter, I'll go Jeremiah Smith, and then Ryan Williams. Because now put it like
Yeah,
this.
kid, yeah,
Jeremiah Smith,
he good.
he's a big body. So he can go up and get it. Now
For real.
Ryan can get open. Now with the speed that he got, bro, he can get open. He can get open quick too.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I gotta go try out, bro. Did you see the catch against when he made it by the pylon? Like,
Yeah,
bro, bro,
that's one of them balls is like, how did you even catch that?
you feel me?
That's what I want with the game on. But that's my answer. That's a great question, Dave. I ain't gonna lie, but
I'm God.
I'll go to the Heisman favorites. I'm gonna go ahead and throw mine out there. You already named one. We already got the running back from Boise State. I got Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter. Who you got?
Hey, same list.
Literally, Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and the running back from
and Genty. And I want to throw Shadur in there, but then again, those four, absolutely. I mean, I might throw the kid up in there. They're the only one that's been. Hey, if Archie.
Arch man, yeah.
If he continue to play like he playing, he gets allowed in that conversation too. He only been 2 games, so I mean, I don't want to get that yet. I don't care about being a Manning. I don't care. You got to show me something. I don't care if your last name was Jordan.
Hey, we're gonna talk about who's on track to get into the conference championship. We're gonna talk about ACC first. At the bottom, I got basically the rankings. Duke is first, UM is second, but I got their records along with it. But I mean, being real, I mean, you don't see Florida State nowhere in there. But if I had to, I would probably see Miami has not won an ACC championship since when? I don't know.
It's been a minute.
I don't think they never have because they came into the ACC. They wasn't always in the ACC, but I ain't gonna lie.
I won't say that. Hold on. Wait, man. You know, Google's the best friend.
Give me Clemson and SMU is a sneaker though. The way they be showing, man, I got SMU sneaking up in there.
Oh yeah, they haven't won.
Yeah, so I got either Miami, Duke, Clemson, Louisville. Those 4 teams are gonna battle it out for the ACC. Who get in there? Who you think?
Hey man, I'm gonna just be honest. Miami gonna be the one. Miami's gonna be one.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, bro, because I kind of want to show some love to BC. If you can run the ball, stop the run. Hey, you know the philosophy, Coop. You know the philosophy. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Klubnik, from whatever his name is, if I'm saying his name wrong, I thought. But quarterback from Clemson, he ain't too bad. But man, see, me personally, I just have a like Duke 5-0. Duke is 5-0, but Florida State is 1-4.
Who would ever thought?
Like, come on, you feel me?
Those are your picks for the ACC.
I'll say UM and Clemson. We on the same side. All of us on the same side.
No, there's no sides anymore. It's the top 2 teams in the ACC.
Oh, I ain't gonna. It's either gonna be UM and Duke or UM and Clemson. For me.
That's what I said. SMU might be a little sneaker. Yeah. SMU look good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Southern Methodist. Let's talk about the SEC, man. SEC. Who's on great track to getting that championship? Of course.
Man, you just saw a place that.
It's so many my brother said, man, it's gonna be a fun race because there's so many teams. Like you can do Alabama, Texas,
Tennessee,
UGA, Tennessee. That's it, really. That's
That's
all I got for it.
And
Those 4 teams.
put it like this: Ole Miss just dismissed
Yeah.
themselves from that conversation Saturday
If
night.
I had to throw a sneaker with the SEC, give me Texas A&M as a sneaker who might sneak up in there because they top 3 right now in the conference. So, but yeah, UM, Clemson, Duke, Boston College for ACC. Then I got Tennessee, Texas, Alabama, UGA. Yeah. Oh, we got one more question from Big Bro. It was said, do y'all like how refs letting guys celebrate in end zone now? I mean, shoot, I like. Cause I remember, man, we used to. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a game called Bliss League. I mean, I'm all about celebrations. I mean, it's all about passion, man. I'm glad it's
Exactly. That's it, bro.
Like, what you want to do? What do you want to do? Score a touchdown, look at the crowd, seriousness, throw the ball, and go.
You feel me? Just score a touchdown and walk to the sideline.
No,
like everybody on the sideline happy for you, but you just walking back going to the bench with a sad face. Like, man, hey, put it like this: they're gonna celebrate regardless. I mean, if you stop it, you're gonna get hated for it. So, and not to mention, man, these kids, let them celebrate. Like, come on, bro.
That's true.
Let them celebrate. They ain't harming nobody
at all.
They're just doing TikTok dances and handshakes.
Yeah, I was about to say, give it a limit, about 10 seconds. Now, if it go over 10 seconds, now you're just doing too much.
Get on out of here. Excessive.
Oh, yeah, you get out.
Or you like, don't do anything that promote violence, or but other than that,
don't pull out a strap and start aiming it at.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I saw one game. I don't know how they let this ride, but they out here doing this at the crowd.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, yo, that's like.
And then the celebration when they lift their shirt up like this, like they
got
it.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Man, I know kids watching this. Y'all gonna have kids going to their teacher like, hey, look. Now they
Hey man, we used to have simple celebrations. You just jump shoulder to shoulder with your partner, just go up with them. You know what I'm saying?
Now we finna shoot.
How they doing all this? What? Like, come on, man. That's one thing I don't like about the celebration. Man, you look in the ref. I'll throw a flag every time I see it. I'll throw a flag every time I see it.
Oh man.
Hey.
We're gonna get into story time, man. The quick story time. Christian know about this story time. We know what over this before, but like as we know, I got the story time for the day. My story time is when sophomore year 2019 we had we played Arizona State in a bowl game, and I think this was the year Tag got fired, wasn't it?
Yeah,
with the El Paso.
Yeah, they fired him out to what? UM?
Yeah. That's another story time. Should do that one, but so we went down to El Paso. I'm gonna keep this real short, but shoot, man, we was just playing the game. I think I had a sack that game. I had a couple tackles. I probably like 1 or 2 TFLs, but ultimately we lost the game. Like it was like when you look at a bowl game or hold on. Let's go story. My fault. So we just went through the whole game, and then we ultimately lost. Oh yeah, like I said before, I had to take Christian off the screen. Y'all know, but so we get on with the game, and like I said, as a bowl game or any last game of the season, it's real emotional for guys because that's the last time you're together as a team. That's the last time y'all play together as a group, as a family. So we ultimately lost that game, and Tag was gone. We knew some of the coaches were leaving because firing the head coach. Everybody was just sad. I mean, we go in the locker room, everybody, crying, coach, everybody going around hugging each other, like, everybody it's just down bad, and we lost. Nobody likes it, And then
bro,
shout out to D.
Didn't we go against Jaden Daniels?
Matter of fact, yeah, Jaden Daniels was the quarterback of that team. But are you ready to get back on screen?
Wait, go ahead. After the story time, I should be all right, man. I'm trying to get my nose together.
I got you. But so shout out to D-Man. But, as everybody's, crying, like the emotions are real high in the locker room right now. Everybody's just sad and stuff. D-Man comes in. He said, "Hey, Coop, you got to go back out to the field. You got an award to get." I'm like, I'm kind of trying to tell him, like, read the room. Like, I got to, I kind of thought he was playing too. Like, I got an award right now. And he said, "Yeah, don't take your stuff off. You got to go to the field." So, I get out to the field. Everybody, Arizona State, everybody, they family out there. Hey, everybody. I'm the only Florida State player out there, and the only Florida State person out there. And, I'm on stage smiling. I'm smiling awkwardly. I'll put a picture of it someday, but I'm really smiling awkwardly because I'm literally surrounded by nothing but Arizona State. We lost, and then I'm sitting there smiling with an award like I won. I mean, I win. I'm grateful for that award, but it just felt weird. And then I walked back in, and it just didn't. It just felt so awkward because like I'm coming in while everybody's down, crying. Emotions are real high. I'm coming in with a big old, like, the trophy ain't small. The trophy's big. So I'm walking in, and then I didn't want to walk past everybody. So I told D-Man, I was like, "Hey, just put it in the equipment truck with y'all and just drive it down there. I'll just get it from y'all tomorrow." But yeah, that was just story time. That was just real awkward, man. Real awkward time. Hey, story time better than no story time. Yeah, real awkward.
Oh, my bad, man. I had my dang thing.
You good? I ain't sure. Yeah, but yeah, Christian, that was a time,
Hey, man, that was a time, dog.
But let's go to. We're almost done with the show. We got one more. We get the real life segment, using your resources. And I told Christian I wanted to speak on this, mainly for, we always try to give little gems, especially high school, college. This applies anywhere, but
man,
just using resources overall. Like when you're in college, especially not even just football, just being an athlete in general, you're set up with so many different tools for you to succeed. And it's kind of like I said last episode, it's impossible to fail unless you're like really trying to. So,
yeah,
I mean, best thing that I always tell, people younger than me, athletes younger than me, especially when me and Christian and coming in college, like there was a lot of guys who just didn't use everything to full advantage because either one, they think, oh, this is just coach trying to keep extra tabs on this, or oh, this is unnecessary. Oh, I'm here strictly for football, or whatever the reason may be, they don't use those resources. But my thing is, if you use those resources, especially starting in a good habit from high school, like getting in a good relationship with your counselor, whatever you want to end up doing. I don't know how it's in South Georgia, but in Gwinnett, you got STEM programs. So you got a science teacher, robotics, engineering. You use those resources, talk to them, keep in contact with them, and then as you go into college, that's another resource for you as you go back and look. But when you're in college, Christian, you just speak on some of the resources we had in college. You got your academic department, you got this. Like the best thing I just say is use everything, because this is what they tell us, Christians. Use them because they're going to use us.
Yeah,
they're definitely using y'all. So the best thing you can do is just use them. Like play the game with them. Just like I know some teams have therapists, some teams have counselors, some teams got different things, and some even like Bible studies, things like that. They don't try to push religion on you, but you got these people that if you sitting in a team room and you look and you like, dang, who's that? Who's that? Like we used to the coach. That's how I was, because I'm used to the coaches and the head coach. So when I seen a therapist, so I'm like, bro, who this is in our team room? Who are these people? So, but I mean, Christian, you can speak a little bit on this too, but man, just using your resources because there's so much there that you just don't even know.
Don't even know.
But yeah, what you got to say?
Man, I'm gonna say the resources are vital, man. I mean, put it like this. Even me, like I'll be honest, I wasn't the type to really lean on nobody. You know, I like to figure stuff out on my own. You know, if I fail at it, okay, cool. I can bounce back from it, learn from it. But those resources, man, like they're there to help you. Like in college, like you got academic advisors, you have learning specialists, you have uh, team nutritionists, you have sports psychologists who's there to help you. Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, being a student athlete is hard. Sometimes being a student athlete is hard, especially when you got to focus on books. You got to maintain your level of play on the field. You know what I'm saying? You may have some personal issues going on at home, but you're not really speaking to nobody about. Like you can use those people, man. Like that's what they're there for, like to help you succeed. You know what I'm saying? And even in high school, like you got your counselor. Like my counselor was big. Shout out to Mr. Brown, man. Uh, like whatever we needed help with, like bro, he was there. Like just use those resources, man. Because those resources also drop life gems on you too that you can use to so like man, I remember like man, I want to give up. I remember this. I remember what Mr. Brown said about that giving up stuff. I ain't gonna do it. Like man, like they and it's like put it like this. Those resources put it like this. They can help you in that intended area, like learning specialists and advisors and whatnot. But they can also help you in your life aspects as well. So man, like take advantage of them, man.
That's
Because
what I want to add on. Oh, what you said? You mean what?
Oh no, I was just gonna say like, man, some kids, man, they take the old heads for granted, bro.
Facts.
They take the old heads for granted.
And I was finna say like some people are kind of nervous, or you got the shy ones, but these people be wanting to help you so much. Don't let them be a fan, or not even a fan, but like say a fan of Florida State, and you play for Florida State football team. They want to help. It's not like you're nervous or something. Like they actually want to. Like this is fully like it's not no person you gotta like second guess. Now some of them you do, but genuinely most of them, Christian, they professors, everybody, they really genuinely want to help, and especially you showing the effort. Oh man, you muted. But I mean, yeah, man, just using your resources because. You good now? But I was one of them nervous ones. I mean, I wouldn't say I was nervous, but like Christian said, I was one of the ones that I'd rather do it on my own, and I learn from my own mistakes before somebody tell me how to do it. But that's not what especially if you want to have a long career in anything, man. You got to be willing to listen and apply. So use the resources that's around you. Because if you wondering why the next person did it and you didn't, man, it's little things like that, man. You gotta sometimes you can't do it all on your own, man. You're gonna need one of them resources that's gonna reach their hand out and help you. So don't flinch at it. Grab the hand.
And it may seem awkward. It may seem awkward to you too. Like, bro, like why you pushing this envelope like this? But like they pushing the envelope because they genuinely care and they want to help.
That's why I always say keep a great image. I said that I remember episode 1 or 2. Keep a great image because the more you're respected and people can count on you, man, that just wants people to help you even more. Because I can't even tell you how many times that people came up to me like they know me for so long or knew of me for so long, like we already good. Like it's because my image, like I'm not being cocky, but I know how I was raised. I was raised you the same way, raised very respectfully, know how to talk. So it's just all about keeping that good image. But like I said, the main thing, I don't know if Christian want to top it off, but just using your resources, man. Just don't be afraid to use them because they want to help you just as much as the next person. And that's what they're literally there for. That's what coaches used to tell us. That's what they're literally there for. They literally have no other purpose but to help you.
But to help you.
We are paying them to help you. So don't waste our money, basically.
Basically. And I'll say this. Ooh, I just forget what I was going to say just that quick. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, wait. I was going to say, bro, I forgot what I was going to say. Bro.
Man, this is hilarious, bro.
Hey, bro. But no, you with them resources, bro.
Got some.
You with them resources, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Guys, we're going to enter the last about 5-10 minutes of a show. Shout out to, I don't know. Hey, shout out to Lorenzo Burnham.
Lorenzo, what it is? Hey, bro, I'm telling you, Lorenzo. Before we get out for fall break, bro, I got you.
Shout out, Renzo.
I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna get with you tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna get with you tomorrow.
Shout out.
I got you for sure.
So we're gonna hit our end of show segment, man. The first question: what's a movie you can watch every day with no problem?
I have two, and it's not even just a movie; it's the movie series.
What?
Fast and Furious.
Oh man, no, not for family. This man is crazy.
And Transformers.
Okay, I can go with Transformers. That's real.
Those two I can go.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm all about the gangster and crime movies. So the movie that I can watch every day with no problem is Paid in Full. I can watch that every day. And any of the state properties or American Gangster with Frank Lucas. So I can watch those and not be, good. Oh, Lorenzo said thank you. Hey, shout out Renzo, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Shout out Renzo, bro.
But those are the movies. Oh, so, but yeah, Paid in Full. Any state property movie with Beans and them. And then you got Frank Lucas in that American Gangster movie. And yours again, you said the Transformers series.
Bro, any of those
Fast and Furious series,
right.
bro.
I am Optimus Prime, and I approve of this message. Autobots roll out. Hey, we don't like the Decepticons, and the Decepticons don't like us. But we will strike change amongst the human people. Hey, shout out to Optimus, baby.
Hey, okay, shout out to what got you so hooked on Fast and Furious, man? I haven't looked at a Fast and Furious movie since I don't know when.
Hey, bro, like, I like the action. I like living life in the fast lane. Like, hey man, I could watch a Fast Furious movie and then I ain't even gonna say that. I know my wife watching. I ain't gonna say that.
But let's go to the second question.
Go ahead.
One of the most embarrassing moments in grade school. You want me to go first? You go first.
I'm gonna let you go first because I'm still trying to think of something that happened.
He probably wasn't as clumsy as me, but in middle school, I don't even think my parents know this. So if my parents is watching this, I'm sorry, but this almost messed up my image. It wasn't bad though, but so in middle school, I wasn't feeling school that day. Like I was just bored, really. If you really look back at it, I was just bored, just ready to leave, just didn't want to go to class anymore. So I'm thinking, I said, I'm a football player. So maybe if I fake like I got a headache or concussion, they'll believe it and let me go home. So I'm young and dumb. So 6th grade, I'm walking in the hallway. I asked the teacher, "Hey, teacher, can I go to the bathroom?" She said, "Yes." So I said, "Okay, this is my chance." So I walked out the bathroom. I walked out the classroom. I'm walking it's a straight line to the water fountain. I started getting my idea. Okay, I trip and fall, hit my head on the thing, and I lay on the ground. So this is what I do. So I walk. So I walk over there.
Hey,
I go to looking in the hallway. Nobody's there. So I didn't want the people to be like, "Oh, he's faking." So I make sure nobody was there. So the hallways was clear. no principals, no nothing. So I seen the water fountain and action time. So I walked over there and I fake slipped and I said, "Oh," and then I hit my hand hard as a mug on the water fountain. It almost broke it. And then, but on camera, I knew there was a camera too. So I put my head with it. So I was like, boom. And then I hit the floor like this. And I was just laying there. And I was like doing this. And then I forgot I was in front of, I forgot what teacher was right there, but the teacher was right there. And she came out. She said, "Oh my God, Cooper, you okay?" I said, I think I got a concussion. I hit my head on the water fountain. She said, "Oh my God, Coop, we gotta get you." So they brought the wheelchair over. Everybody gets coming out of the classroom now. They brought the wheelchair out. They brought the wheelchair. They picked me up. I act like I can't even walk. They picked me up. I don't even know how they picked me up, but they put me in a wheelchair.
Hey, bro.
They picked me to the clinic, and then we get to the clinic. they doing all this stuff. They were checking me and stuff. And then the assistant principal came in. She said, "Robert, I looked at the cameras. I know you're kidding, but I'm not going to tell you." I said, they done got me. But no, that's probably one of the most embarrassing moments, especially just knowing that I just got caught in the lie. And then for it to be that big to where everybody was coming out the classrooms to check on me, just for me to slap on the water fountain and act like I got a concussion by drinking water. So,
bro,
that was probably one of my most embarrassing moments. But yeah,
I can't even follow that. You got it. I can't even follow that. I mean, I can't think of nothing anyway. But even if I did have something, I couldn't even follow that. Yeah,
that's pretty embarrassing, dog. Especially they caught me in it. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, yo, Robert, we looked at the cameras. Hey, bro.
But hey, that's it. That's it for episode 4 of In the Coop. Appreciate you guys for being on with us, sending in your questions, and just being along with us, enjoying some of the laughs and some of the takes we had on Florida State and some of the NCAA news going on. And appreciate the comments and the questions from everybody. I'm pretty sure we got through everybody, but that's literally the plan. So when people want to comment questions and stuff, we want to get to it ASAP as soon as we can. But we did say that we do have a special guest coming in for episode 5, but I figured that we'll just throw a hint. You have a good one too, Chase, man. But he's definitely a former Seminole, former NFL. I mean, he's still an NFL. Did some time in NFL, UFL champion. We'll have him on episode 5, and I'll definitely give y'all an announcement sometime this week. But it's definitely gonna be coming up, and we're definitely happy for that. But definitely appreciate you guys for being here with us. Also, make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment. Any feedback you got for us or any topics you want for the next episode, and make sure you subscribe. Christian gonna say it too, but we got a TikTok too in the Coop podcast. But anything else you want to say, Christian, as we would close this up?
Subscribe.
If you don't do nothing else,
hey, you want to know what's crazy? I see what the YouTubers be talking about. Hey, subscribe. A lot of you guys watch the content, and we know that you like the content. Just subscribe. That's all. You got to click 2 buttons. You got just click 1. Subscribe. No, click 2. Click subscribe and then subscribe again so you can turn on the notifications for every time that we post any content from In the Coop.
Yeah, baby.
You'll be the first to know, baby.
But yeah, we definitely. Hey, this is one of our longer episodes, but hopefully you guys. Hey, this was a pretty good, entertaining episode 4. So coming up on an hour and 50 minutes, so we close it out in about a couple seconds. But definitely appreciate you guys and looking forward to seeing you all with us on episode 5. Hey, it's Coop. We up out of here.
Peace.